That was Jaye Krebs on the piano, and soon we'll also hear from the fabulous Leora Cashe. Leora is a local jazz luminary who has played in the United Kingdom, Belgium, and Italy. She opened for the legendary Stanley Turrentine at the Jazz Festival, back in the day when we could gather for concerts and large events in the pre-COVID days. I've known Leora for almost 20 years now. It just seems that she keeps getting better as the years roll by. Jaye Krebs is a wonderful jazz pianist and has been a musical director or jazz pianist for over 40 years now. He's played at numerous jazz festivals throughout Canada, in the United Kingdom and Europe. And Leora and Jaye have been partners on and off the musical stage for many years, support each other and create beautiful things together. So from this place by the Capilano River to your recording studio, Leora and Jaye, thank you so much for offering the beauty of your musical gifts and your presence with us today. I have to be honest though, and say how much I miss being together, in the same room together. There's something that happens, there's a creative energy that happens, of course, when we're all together in the same room. And as amazing as Leora and Jaye are, and as professional as their sound equipment is, and decent the sound, it's not quite the same. Listening to somebody online and being together in the same room, hearing them alive, is a totally different experience. The creative energy of music is most dynamic when people are together naturally. It happens when the composer writes the music, the musicians then interpret and play the music, and a third party is present to hear and respond to the music, the audience, or in this case, a congregation. And while that dynamic is lost in the online version of Jazz Vespers, at least we have this. COVID restrictions give us a chance to be grateful even when things are far from perfect. In the thick of World War II, hiding in a cramped attic in Amsterdam, as she watched fellow Jews being carted away, parents, children, grandparents, Anne Frank wrote, "Think of the beauty that is left around you and be grateful." Today we'll explore the theme of beauty. Like laughter and love, beauty is something that we all need in our lives. For about 28 years now, St. Andrews-Wesley has offered the beautiful gift of Jazz Vespers to the Vancouver community. We're a faith community. St. Andrews-Wesley is a faith community that strives to follow in the path of Jesus, and therefore we believe that whoever you are and whomever you happen to love, wherever you're from, wherever you might happen to be on your spiritual journey, whatever your postal code or your bank account numbers, you belong here. You are welcome here. You are loved and beautiful and amazing simply by virtue of being a child of God. More on that later, but now let's hear these affirming words in the song "I Am What I Am" and receive this as a beautiful gift.
I am what I am. I am my own special creation. So come take a look. Give me a hook or an ovation. It's my world, and I wanna have a little pride in. It's my world, and it's not a place I have to hide in. And life's not worth a damn till you can shout out, I am what I am. Oh, yeah. noise, but I think it's pretty. And so what if I love each sparkle and bangle? Why not see things from a different angle? Your life is a sham till you can shout out, I am what I am, what I am, oh Lord. I am what I am, and what I am needs no excuses, and I deal my own deck. Sometimes the ace and sometimes the deuces. There's one life, there's no return and no deposit. There's one life, so it's time to open up the closets. And life is not worth a damn till you can shout out, I am what I am, till you can shout out, I am what I am, till you can shout out, I am what I am. Oh,
Now come on, isn't that beautiful? The piece, yes, the technical ability for sure, but more than that, the way the music arises up from experienced musicians like Jaye and Leora, it rises as if it were a wellspring of water. As we know, music is more than just lyrics and notes, key changes and chord changes. It arises from the soul, and musicians with the experience of these two are able to lose themselves in the flow of music. And there's beauty in that. I wonder, when have you lost yourself in something? When have you become so completely absorbed in doing something that you forgot yourself and time flew by? We say, I was lost in the activity, but paradoxically, when so fully absorbed, we're also found. In that moment, we're free from wondering how we look or sound. We're free from self-criticism or the criticism of others. We're simply paying attention, present to the moment, alive. Now, I don't know what beauty is exactly. I'll let the scholars and the academicians define and debate that, but I believe it has something to do with being awake and fully alive in the present moment. Those experiences when you get fully absorbed in something and lose track of time, whether it's gardening or cooking or a conversation with a dear friend, fixing a car, dancing, or making music. And so let's allow ourselves to be absorbed in the next song, You for Me.
You for me. Only you can do the things that you do for me. Give a friendless heart an endless start to romance. Then watch it dance. Your subtle glance gave me the chance to discover that you're for me. I'm the fish at sea and you're the lure for me. Take a look and see you've hooked the she who'll agree quite cheerfully to be for you if it's you for me. Oh, you for me. You can do the things that you do for me. Give a friendless heart an endless start to romance. Then watch it dance. Your subtle glance gave me the chance to discover that you're for me. And I'm a fish at sea and you're the lure for me. Take a look and see you hook the she who'll agree quite cheerfully to be for you if it's you for me. Oh, you for me. Only you can do those things that you do for me. Give a friendless heart an endless start to romance. Then watch it dance. Your subtle glance gave me the chance to discover that you're for me. I'm a fish at sea and you're the lure for me. Take a look and see you hooked the she who'll agree quite cheerfully to be for you if it's you for me. To be for you if it's you for me. To be for you if it's you for me.
Wonderful. Thank you both. I wonder, what do you mean when you refer to somebody as beautiful? I suspect it might mean that you're referring to their physical beauty, however you want to define that. But often, perhaps especially as we get a little older, beautiful refers to more than muscular proportion or how the skin hangs off our bones. And beautiful refers to a person's character, their essence, their inner light, and how they're able to allow that to shine through. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross observed, "The most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and a deep, loving concern. Beautiful people, she writes, don't just happen. Wow. That's a very different understanding of beautiful than a person's hairstyle or tan. In this sense, beauty comes with maturity and with the gift of resilience. You know, I'm reminded of the wonderful children's story, Velveteen Rabbit, the central message of which it takes time to become real and a lot of love. And it may not be the most sophisticated thing to read a children's story for Jazz Vespers, but if I can find it here, I'd like to read a well-known, familiar passage, familiar to many of you, I suspect. This is a conversation that happens between the Skin Horse and the Velveteen Rabbit. The Skin Horse is older, wiser. Real isn't how you are made, said the Skin Horse. It's a thing that happens to you. When a child loves you for a long, long time, not just to play with, but really loves you, then you become real. Does it hurt? Asked the rabbit. Sometimes, said the Skin Horse, for he was always truthful. When you're real, you don't mind being hurt. Does it happen all at once, like being wound up, he asked, or bit by bit? It doesn't happen all at once, said the Skin Horse. You become. It takes a long time. That's why it doesn't often happen to people who break easily, or have sharp edges, or who have to be carefully kept. Generally, by the time you're real, most of your hair has been loved off, and your eyes drop out, and you get loose in the joints and very shabby. But these things don't matter at all, because once you're real, you can't be ugly, except to people who don't understand. One of the beautiful teachings of the Christian tradition is that we're created in the image of God, Imago Dei. That doesn't mean that God has a human form like we do. This isn't about the arms and the legs of ultimate reality, but that each of us carries in us a seed of eternity. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross was pointing to those who, through the challenges of life, have been deepened, have grown real, have allowed their Imago Dei to shine through. And too often, I think, our society gets so mesmerized by glamour that we lose a sense of what is truly beautiful. Interestingly, glamour comes from a Scottish word that means to cast an enchanting spell. The old Icelandic dictionary associates the etymological root of glamour with illusion. And one definition of the word glamour is a kind of haze in the air, causing things to appear different than they really are. Glamour creates a kind of enchanting illusion that hides reality. High fashion and Hollywood glitz epitomize glamour, and we see how many people are drawn to its allure. Beauty reveals reality. When something or someone is truly beautiful, their essence shines through, and internal presence shimmers. Glamour is literally put on. Beauty arises from within and abides. And when we see this, we receive the gift of a beautiful moment. And in this way, beauty is not so much a thing as it is an event. And every moment becomes a time for love. So let's listen to that next piece, A Time for Love.
A time for summer skies, for hummingbirds and butterflies, for tender words that harmonize with love. A time for climbing hills, for leaning out of windowsills, admiring all the daffodils above. A time for holding hands together, a time for rainbow-colored weather, a time for make-believe that we've been dreaming of. As time goes drifting by, the willow bends, and so do I. But oh, my friends, whatever skies above, I know a time for spring, a time for fall, but best of all, a time for love. A time for love.
Thank you so much, Leora and Jaye. You know, there's a quality about beauty that is invitational. Beauty invites. There's nothing about genuine beauty that is intimidating any more than a sunset or a perfect peach is intimidating. And whether you're talking about the shining inherent beauty of an individual or the surrounding beauty of nature, we desire to get close. And so may you have the courage to allow your inherent internal beauty to shine. Imago Dei, you are a beauty and a delight. By the grace of God, may the difficulties of life, defeat, suffering, struggle, and loss deepen your empathy and brighten your beauty so that others know you to be a generous friend. And so we conclude with the final piece, You've Got a Friend in Me. Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you next time.
You've got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said, 'cause you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You got troubles, and I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, stronger and bigger too, maybe, but none of them could ever love you the way I do. Me and you, friend, and as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny, 'cause you got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too, maybe, but none of them could ever love you the way I do. Just me and you, friend, and as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny, 'cause you got a friend